Hey guys, Bricking It here, and welcome back to another LEGO Minifigs Worst to First series, a collection of videos where I discuss my favourite minifigures in a series of the LEGO CMF collection. In this week's episode, we take a dive into the Simpsons Series 2 collection. Was the series any good? Well, let's find out. So, the Simpsons Series 2 collection was on LEGO shelves in May 2015, priced at £2.49 in the UK, €2.99 in Europe, and $2.99 in the US. I believe it was also $3.99 in Canada. So this series came with some awesome niche characters. So taking a look at the cheat sheet, we have from top to bottom, we have Date Night Homer, we have Date Night Marge, Lisa with Snowball, Maggie with Santa's Little Helper. So yes, we finally get the Simpsons pets in this series. We get Bartman, Out Boy Milhouse, Comic Book Guy, Martin, Professor Frink, Hans, Moleman, Selma, Patty, Groundskeeper Willie, Edna Krabapple, Smithers, and Dr. Hibbert. So some really cool minifigures. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so in at number 16 is Date Night Homer. Now, this minifigure is just, it's so annoying that we have to have a Homer Simpson in this second series, especially when there's so many characters that they missed out in the series, but he's an okay looking minifigure. I put him at number 16 just because I understand they have to put a Homer in these sets. It's what they want to do for marketing purposes, but it's just boring. It's just Homer Simpson in a suit. It's exact same head as the one in the first minifigure series, and which is slightly different to the ones that are in the actual Lego house and the other sets. But yeah, a completely pointless minifig, to be honest. Kind of hardest to find in the bag as well, because it only had this 2+2 kind of tile to feel for. But other than that, you know, pretty boring. Let's move on to the next one. So obviously Date Night Marge is number 15 because, again, it's the same reason. We've had these characters now twice before, one in Series 1 and then one in the Lego house and stuff. So yeah, not too bothered about this one at all. This one's slightly better than Homer because at least she does have earrings printed on the side of her head, which makes her headpiece a unique piece. But other than that, it's just very plain, old looking flowers. The purse is quite nice, but again, not really needed. So yeah, put it lower down on the list. Now, I put Selma at number 14 because they're just such boring minifigures, these ones. They're not really ones that anyone asked for. They just look very plain, nothing really too cool. The only nice thing about this one is the actual added tile, which is that the eye test tile, which is quite cool, and you can use that in more places than just this minifig, but she's not someone you really want to have duplicates of, and not a very impressive character to have in the series as a whole. So yeah, that's why she's lower down on the list. Obviously, to go next to her is Patty. Again, this minifigure looks almost identical to the previous minifigure. They do have slight hair variations and obviously different minifig accessories. This handbag's quite unique. I don't think I've seen this anywhere before, so that's quite nice to have. But other than that, they're just so boring, these ones. So that's why I put them lower down on the list, just not characters that I wanted to see in this Series 2 collection. In at number 12, we have Edna Krabapple. Now, this is at least a more nicer kind of secondary character in The Simpsons. I like what they've done here with the 2x2 tile, which is quite cool, and the mug's quite nice. I don't think I've seen it in this color before. Other than that, the head molding's quite a nice piece. Definitely looks like the character from the set. Other than that, it's exactly the same generic kind of looking, plain Simpsons style, which we've come to expect from these characters. In at number 11, we have Martin. Now, I don't think I've seen this book in anything in the series. Let me know if you guys have seen that book, but I think it's just to kind of show that he's got high intelligence. I do like this character. I think it's a nice one to have in the collection. It goes well with all the other kids, and especially since we've had like quite a few of them now. So he's a really nice addition. The book hasn't survived well with this old bending style. I wish it was more like the book that we received in the Fantastical Beasts collections. But other than that, he's pretty cool. I actually do like him, and I love that they've added a little bit of hair at the back. The tuft kind of makes it iconic with Martin's character. In at number 10, we now have another kid, which is Out Boy Milhouse. Now, this one's just, I know the episodes, and obviously I'm into the superhero sets, and we'll understand why Bartman's a lot higher up. But with this one, I just have no nostalgia towards this. I don't think anyone really wanted another Milhouse minifigure, so he could have easily been, you know, left out of this set. I love his little his Slurpee can that he's got, which is a unique print. That's really nice. Buzz Cola. I love that, but everything else is just really boring on this minifig, and definitely one that I would be happy to have left out of the collection. In at number 5, we have the well waited for Mr. Smithers. Now, this is really cool. Everyone wants a Mr. Smithers, so it's great. He is a little bit dull on the colours, but that's just his character represented from the actual series. No printing on the legs and stuff, and the body has very minimal printing. But I do love this, the doll set that he has. I can't remember what episode it's from, but it is a quite decent episode with the Stacy doll. So I like that they've added that in, and you can easily remove it, obviously, for using him in set ideas. But yeah, awesome minifig, definitely. That's why he's at number 9. Okay, in at number 8 is Dr. Hibbert. Now, this one isn't very well printed on his legs. It really doesn't show through. The lab coat just looks completely different in color. But he's such a cool minifig to have as like one of these really, really obscure Simpsons characters that I had to have him higher up on the list at number 8. I mean, he looks really cool. His face does really represent the character. And that 2x2 tile with Homer with the scan is absolutely awesome. I think everyone loves that little accessory, so that's why he's higher up on the list. Okay, top half, we have Professor Frink in at number 7. Now again, his lab coat doesn't come through, and actually it's even worse than Dr. Hibbert's because it's on top of pink. But he does look cool from the front, so I kind of let it off. But it's just really cool to be getting these more, you know, really, really kind of small character roles. I love this. They've used the chemical flask, but in a different color. I'm not too keen on the color, actually. It's very, very, not very opaque. So yeah, I'm not too up on that. But other than that, he's just really cool and nice to have in this collection of Simpsons characters. Okay, and at number 6, we have Hans Moleman. And I just love the fact that they included this. It gives the grandpa another character to have, like one of his friends. He's an ace little side character in The Simpsons, and I love his voided driving license as an accessory. I just think that's absolutely brilliant. Obviously, very minimalist printing on this guy, not much to show, but they really have captured his head with the kind of wrinkles and the big beady eyes through the glasses, so he's just so cool. Okay, we're in at the last 5 now, so coming in at number 5 is an absolutely awesome character everyone asked for, which is Groundskeeper Willie. Now, they've done an excellent job with this character. Again, I have to say, all these full molded heads are absolutely brilliant in this series, but Groundskeeper Willie is absolutely awesome. The orange kind of beard and the monobrow really comes through here, and I love that he's got the half printed, the dual printed arms with the nice printing of his hairy arms. Just looks really cool, adds that little bit extra detail. And then having this plunger, which has actually got a rubberized end, is absolutely brilliant. I think I've seen this in other sets after this one as well, which shows how much of an accessory this was needed in the LEGO City kind of accessory lineup. So yeah, number 5, definite awesome character. In at number 4 is the comic book guy. Now this is one that everyone screamed for on all the chats as soon as the Series 1 collection came out, and we finally got him, and with some brilliant accessories as well. The Slurpee cup's absolutely awesome. Obviously he has that all the time in the episodes, and then having another comic book, which is Everyman. So I don't remember that comic book, but the fact that he's got a comic book's brilliant. It's another added accessory that we can put in our news agents and things like that. His face looks really, really cool. I'm not too keen on the beard too much, but I'll accept it. And the fact that they have printed a big belly on him, which is what I wanted with the police officer, Chief Officer Wiggin in the first kind of series. So the fact that they've done it on this one just really, really does add that kind of lazy comic book-esque style to this character. Okay, in at number 3 is Lisa, but it's mainly Snowball. I'm going to actually say that Lisa is the accessory here, and Snowball is the main reason you want this minifig, but we wanted Snowball in the first series and we didn't get it, so that's why this one is much needed in this one. Don't really care about the the figure at all. Yeah, it's nice enough. It's just pretty boring. It's the standard 4 characters from The Simpsons, so I'm not too bothered about that, but the fact that we get Snowball, much needed accessory, and they've done a great job. The coloring's really nice, the collar and the eyes pop really well, and just looks really, really awesome. So in at number 2 is Maggie with Santa's Helper 2. And again, this is basically Santa's Helper 2, but with Maggie as an accessory, in my opinion. Now, I've put Santa's Little Helper higher up than Snowball, mainly because I'm more of a dog person, and I just think it's a more iconic character in The Simpsons. Let me know in the comments if you think that's the wrong way around, but I absolutely love this, and I think they've done a great job, and he isn't just a repurposed kind of dog minifigure we've had before. He's a complete unique one to The Simpsons. So in at number 1 is Bartman. Now, a lot of people hated this character when it came out and just thought, oh, it's really boring, but this to me just reminds me of the old arcade games I used to play when I was a kid, where the 4-player ones, and I used to always be Bartman, and so it's got nostalgia to me. I think it's a great character. I think at least it's something different with the main characters that we had. All the others are pretty boring and not much to them, whereas this one's absolutely wicked. So I just think this is why he's high on the list. This is why he's number 1. I just think it's such a cool little nostalgic kind of back to Bartman. I didn't need the Milhouse minifig, but this one's really, really cool. Okay, so that's it for my worst to first review of the Simpsons Series 2 CMF collection. Overall, I think it's a great set, but it's just really annoying that we had to get Homer, Marge, Maggie, and Lisa yet again, whereas I personally would have loved to have had some more niche characters to add to my collection, such as Sideshow Bob, Moe, Barney, Lenny, or even Bumblebee or Duffman, just to name a few. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and what your favourites in the set are. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a massive thumbs up, and a like and subscribe is really helpful for more awesome LEGO content like this. You guys are absolutely awesome, and as always, have a wicked day.